Oh, wow. Yes, we did go live. Hello, everybody. I'm Christopher Walken.
Oh my god.
Christopher Walken here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Bomber, a Traveler, The Bomber, sponsored by Mongoose Publishing. My name is Jack Swearpeg, and up and around me, as always, is my team, The Swift Sunrise, and I'm just appreciating Karen's eye makeup. Very nice, my darling. The purple. The purple. I like it. So, hello, everybody, and welcome. We will introduce our players in just a moment, but before we do, I would like to take a second to acknowledge country. By beginning, I would like to say that I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. I would also like to pay my respects to elders, past and present, always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Along with being sponsored by Mongoose Publishing, you should check them out on that's a thing, mongoosepublishing.com to check out all sorts of cool stuff. They are legends, and for those who have just started tuning into these episodes, they are also the main sponsors in our minicon, Discover Play Connect. So all of the prizes came from them. So they're excellent and lovely and very charitable, and you should give them your money. We are also sponsored by Reckless Creatures. If you go to recklesscreatures.com and use the code YONDER, that's YONDER, you can get yourself 15% off your order. So, let's meet our lovely players. I'm going to roll a die. 3. So, Stephen, who are you? Who are you playing? And the warm-up question is, what is the most daring thing Atten has ever done?
Oh, can't hear
Really?
Stephen.
My name
eight
is
horses.
Stephen, and I was
Okay.
muted. I am
That's a lot of
playing
horses.
Right.
All up in you. Sorry.
Sounds like you used to be a lot more stretchy, dude.
I heard it. You guys heard it, right? Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's happening right now. Attenran is a man who believes in law. And without law, there is chaos. And in this grim, dark world that is this universe, he stands alone, though he thought. After being sent to the darkest and dangerous of prisons, he comes out with 5 new allies, ready to take down bad doers, whether they be the bottom of the highest of high society. They will stop them and be the bombers of the world.
I like that you got more into it. At first, you sounded depressed. I'm not gonna lie. You were like, I guess
I
it's
was
time
just
to
trying
do an intro.
intro.
Yeah. But then you got more into it as you were talking.
It started to flow.
I like it.
The gummy bears were kicking in.
Yep. Yep.
The most daring thing Atten has done was, without backup, he busted into a space crack den. And
Space crack. Yep.
space crack den. Saving not only an innocent child who was being kidnapped, but even the crack makers, after they fucked up and got themselves passed out by crack vapors, and they're all gonna die, but he saved them all, bad and good.
So, how does a child almost get kidnapped in a crack den?
They were kidnapped.
Ask Octavia.
Right. So it was like a short-lived kidnapping rather than a thwarted kidnapping.
So what happened was they kidnapped this kid, and Atten was on the case, and he unraveled this drug ring while doing so. And instead of waiting for backup, as he was scoping out, he discovered they'd all passed out from crack fumes. So he busted in and saved the kid. But being the good honest soul that he was like, I can't leave these crackheads to die. So he went back in, risking his own life to save them from the
Aren't you a cop?
carbon monoxide. Yes.
So you're meant to also save the bad guys. It's not like it's a heroic thing that you're saving the bad people. Also,
Irrelevant.
the
It's all
way
about
you
the
said it the
details.
second time is much better than how you explained it the first time. Because the kid just seemed like an addition. To make
Almost
it
like I'm
sound so much cooler.
almost like I'm making it up as I'm going along.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Well, you could
Almost.
prepare a little speech, so I was just... I'm certain
Were you aware of the question Jack was going to ask?
No, but you had like 2 seconds.
Look, valiant effort. In my head, the girl is actually the secret leader of the crack den, and that's the plot twist as he left it all behind. And
It's actually Octavia.
oh, and that little girl grew up to be amazing. Speaking of, actually, no, I'm going to roll. That's what I said I was going to do.
Because I didn't call you the smartest of the group this week.
Yes.
Octavia as a child was pretty chill, man. It was after childhood.
Anyone else hear a no in that?
Back in. Back in.
It's just going to
You don't say.
You piece of...
Well, okay, perfect. Well, I did roll a 2, but I'm gonna let Cam recover slightly. Piggles, who are you? Who are you playing?
Yeah, I'm here. It's all good.
Yeah, you are in the loosest definition of the web.
Multiple frames a second.
Grand total of 3, baby.
Back in.
The Bernie Sanders is back.
What?
Oh.
Okay. What? Who are you? Who are you playing, Piggles? And what opportunities does Piggles or Maybelline think that Piggles missed out on? It can be from her perspective or from yours.
Okay. I had to think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
This is actually
everyone. Hi,
fantastic in an additional way because I get to actually eat my dinner. So, please, take your time.
Yes. Yeah, I can do that. I can vamp. So, hello everyone. My name is Piggles. I am playing your royally spoilt brat, Maybelline Vapors Prescott. I will get that out eventually without stumbling over that, I'm sure. I haven't for a couple of episodes, but there's still time.
I like to imagine that's
yeah.
the shortened version.
It is. It really is. There's a lot of extra words we can add about Maybelline, including from last week when she has no core values that she is aware of, which is still my favorite moment of Karen dying during the intros, which was very funny. Okay, what opportunities? Now, I'm going to go with Maybelline because it would be too long if we do me, because I am in my 40th decade, everybody. That shit takes too long. And this is not therapy. So...
To be clear, I meant from your perspective on the character, not you yourself.
You said because you said me.
Yeah. I'm clarifying what I meant. If you really want to,
Thank
we
you.
can. But then, like, I imagine the view cam just going.
Yeah. Oh no, we don't have time for that shit, and I need a nap at some point.
True.
Or sleep, whichever. So I think some of Maybelline's opportunities is actually because of how she's grown up. While she can network and work her way through systems and generally get her own way, I think that she has genuinely missed many opportunities in her life for actually quite genuine happiness. Because she only knows the material things that temporarily hit the dopamine receptors, that temporarily will fill the void. There is nothing meaningful, for the most part, in her life. So I think in her past, like most of her friends would have been superficial. I strongly suspect that as we go through, she does get to reconnect to any of her previous connections. They're not going to be as willing to help her because she's been in prison. Her parents are dead, potentially on the Imperium shit list. So she's going to start to find these things potentially as we go through the campaign, because it's been, you know, rich school, children, university connections. Everything's been very social, at a very surface level. Everything's been very I'm only interested in what you can do for me type of relationships.
That was the end of the sentence. Perfect. Okay.
No, that's the end of the sentence.
I need of Jack sandwich.
Pizza fish. Okay. Karen,
That's all right.
who are
We can
you?
cut it out. It's fine.
Who are you playing? No, it's fine. And do. Hang on. I had it.
He's fallible. He's human. We can kill him.
What type of cologne / perfume does Octavia prefer on someone?
Washed.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again, please?
Oh, was that-
I need to
was
hear
that-
that in my ear
was that
holes
lost?
again. No, I just
I
need to
heard
hear
it.
that in my ear holes again.
Okay. What type of cologne / perfume does Octavia prefer to have on someone? I don't remember exactly what I said.
I feel like it sounded weirder the first time, but that just could have been my brain.
I mean, I had
Um,
I was doing my best hamster impression. That might have contributed to it.
Hi, I'm Karen. I am playing Octavia Lastlight. Chaos Monkey Incarnate. I love everyone gets like really like interesting questions that I get. Do you like cologne or perfume on someone, and what does
I
it
just
smell
thought that
like?
would be funny. I can give you something deeper if you like, but answer
No,
this one first.
it's absolutely fine. Because it's literally like, does she care? No.
Additional question then. What was her relationship like with her parents? There you go. Get deep.
Okay, so we went from 0 to 100 so quickly that I'm having a little bit of whiplash. Whoa. Okay.
I
okay.
listen to feedback.
You do. You take it, and you fucking ram it. Anyway, look, her relationship with her parents was very distant. But not in a like distant kind of way. They were on the same ship and shit, but yeah, it was a very complicated relationship. They I would say they kept her alive, and that's about it. At first, I think that they were very excited. You know, a child is a very exciting thing. And then Octavia started being Octavia. I don't know. She had a very bad reputation on the ship. Not for being like an absolute chaos monkey, but for just being this absolute bad luck charm. Like if anything wrong was happening, she was there, sort of thing. So, it was this kind of love-hate relationship, that was, yeah, incredibly difficult. And she wanted to stay with them. Like, she obviously still had some, like, familial relation with them. Because when she turned 18, she was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna stay with you, I'm gonna be a pirate, and we're gonna do everything together, and I don't want to leave this found family, even if no one really talks to me, and they were all like, ha 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 ha, get the fuck off the ship. So from there, it has been, like, cone of silence, I don't know, just, yeah, she has no idea if her parents are dead or alive, she has no idea about anything. So it's kind of, at this point, I don't even think her parents come to mind, ever.
Understood. Okay. Cam, are you back with us, or do you need more time?
Now thinking back, I don't know what happened there. I went from full bars of reception on my Wi-Fi and internet to 1, and it kept like lagging in and out. Like I was hearing everything, but nothing. Weird.
Nothing's changed.
Direct connection, my guy. Anyway,
Yeah.
Cam, who are you? Who are you
Yep.
playing? And do you consider your character to be a forgiver at this point? Or do they hold a grudge?
Ooh. Fair, eh? I am Cam. I'm the guy with the greatest internet known to mankind.
Obviously.
And just spent a fortune on a new PC playing Marcus. Is Marcus a forgiver? When he first joined the crime family, no. And then along the way, he found remorse and forgiveness amongst people. And he's now
Interesting.
finding that as his new lease on life because he doesn't want to be an asshole anymore.
We literally ended last episode with you being like, I am going to have vengeance for my ship.
He still will
There
fuck
are
people up when they piss
exceptions.
him off.
Okay. Just.
Do not touch the bomber.
Oh shit.
Speaking of which, we'll probably we should probably reference the name that we decided on for the bomber, the new name. Do you remember what it was, Cam?
B2.
B2, baby, which I like quite a bit actually. No, that was Nick's suggestion, if I remember correctly. Yeah, nice.
Bomber.
Speaking of Nick, who are you? Who are you playing? And let's see. Oh yeah, let's do it. What is the most difficult thing that Colt has had to learn? And is it what he's presently going through, possibly?
Ooh. Okay. I'm Nick. I'm playing Colt, the Marine medic. The most difficult thing he's had to learn is that the Imperium is not as cut and dry as he's been led to believe. That even though he's no longer a part of it, the war machine keeps turning, it keeps running, and that he is as insignificant as he felt. And he's currently learning more and more about how minuscule he was and how very little they cared about him.
You know, sometimes people say that science fiction is like meant to comment on current issues and the like, but it's a good thing that isn't relevant here in this series, right?
No, not at all.
Yep.
This is not therapy. No.
Anyway,
Therapy's for chumps.
I'm not playing my like what I wish I could be in society character right now. Like,
really?
let's
I
be
have a lot
honest,
of
to
questions.
forget the world's problems.
Ah, right.
I'd probably do that.
Yeah,
Okay, that tracks
no.
more than drug adult.
I'm gonna do an experiment here because I think it's funny. Karen, can you go to chat for me and go !ROLL and then space 100 ! Roll space 100 before we proceed with the recap, of which I don't know who is up for that.
It's me.
It's Piggles. Okay,
76.
so
It
the
is.
question that you rolled for me for Kukur, because why not?
Is it the perfume one? I would have been.
I was hoping it was a dumb question, but it's not. What are the
Aw.
few things you're most grateful for? Is the question for Kukur. That's a very good question at this point. Kukur is a character that I think spends most of his time with his head on a swivel. I think Octavia and him are interesting kind of mirrors to each other, whereas Octavia's in some ways, and forgive the use of my words here, Karen, kind of taken the escape route to avoid certain pain. He has become very on edge pretty much all the time to try and avoid further pain. And so I'm not sure he would be very introspective to answer that question, if you put it forward to him, like what did you enjoy about today, he'd probably be very simple and realistic about maybe how much time he thinks he has before something bad happens and he's arrested again or killed, given the line of work that he's done so far. And he would describe things like how the grass felt. Things like that. So that, you know, it just trying to enjoy the little things while he could. I would not be surprised, actually, if he, like, specifically kind of, like, angles himself and, like, looks up as often as he can, like, at the way a tourist would, and just kind of making sure that he's drinking in as much as he can. So that would be my answer. But enough of this gay banter.
Kakar was such a romantic man like that. Oh my god,
I
he's
re-
like literally every like main man in a romance novel being like, what I enjoyed was the grass I felt under my fingers. Like, it's very Mr. Darcy. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because
I
that
believe
asshole
you. I was-
that films the paper bag. He's like, oh my god, it's beautiful.
Probably. Yeah, look. Maybe a
Yeah,
little.
look.
Yeah.
I was thinking that Jack was like female gazing Kakar again as he was talking.
Absolutely.
At this-
I was like, and the female gaze has come back.
At this point, it's just apparently my default, but regardless. Piggles, what happened last time,
Yes.
please?
Okay. I wrote notes. Let me scroll down to my notes, which I didn't finish, but I reckon I'm pretty much there. Okay. So, last we left off, our crew had, or rather our group, had woken up from about 2-ish months in low birth, making our way to Walston, a low-tech world with a population of about 3,000. Poor Dr. Lyra and Octavia suffered the worst of their experiences and had to be nursed back to health, thanks to Colt. And Maybelline was just generally a giant baby about it and asked Colt if he was a chiropractor. In the meantime, we discovered that yes, the bomber is sort of intact. We're not entirely sure what condition it's in, but we did confirm that it's still on the side of the mountain/volcano. And we were able to, with the thanks of the Shipboard Authority and some maybe not very smart work with Colt and Maybelline, to get the ship turned over to what was it, Tommy, Cash, and Gertrude.
Gertrude Cash.
Because that we
It's all
don't
new
exist.
to me.
Lionel Hunt's attorney at law.
That's right. The legally distinct Cash Converters LLC.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
And drug dealer, keeper away.
Yes. With a lot of thanks to Octavia's very quick thinking and managing to get those racist people who were looking at Kakar sideways and stole their IDs so that we could have fake IDs. Amazing work there. So while, so sort of at a kind of similar time to that was happening, Atten was finding Conroy, who we worked out was in a junkyard, somewhere on the edge of town. Battery was running low, was really at the dregs of it. And with the help of Octavia's bugs, who said, and I quote, check your crevices, they are everywhere, last session. Sacrifice as many bugs as needed to get Conroy basically on the robot equivalent of life support to get him back to the ship, which is where Atten and Conroy are at the moment.
That's true.
The rest of us went to the Port Authority to take ownership of the debt that belongs to the bomber, which was at the time known as the High and Dry. And we are now on our way, minus Atten, who's back at Apollina's ship. We are on our way to try and see what kind of condition the bomber is in, folks, with a lot of debt on our shoulders. But not in our real names. So, you know, as far as Maybelline's concerned, it's not real.
Cool, man.
'Cause that's how her brain works, apparently.
Maybelline girl math debt.
Oh, and also, sorry, I forgot to mention one thing. Apparently, this town is Space Canada because I have that in my notes in very big letters, thanks to something that Jack said.
Also, I want to know, I just want to state that Maybelline has the highest admin skill of the
Yeah,
team.
she does.
and still believes that she will have not to deal with this debt at all.
Yeah, she's used to other people sorting this shit out. It's like it becomes someone else's problem.
It's from a
Maybe-
Put it on my credit card. It gets paid off naturally.
The
That's
accountant, right?
Yeah, the accountant. The bank of Mumsy and Dadsy. and an accountant.
Maybelline, darling, we want you to take this money to this building and don't ask any questions.
Can I get a treat on the way there and back? If the
Of
answer is
course.
yes, then yes. Maybelline will do this
Admin,
thing.
money laundering. So, we're going to open with Atten, who is, well, on the good riddance.
He is sitting once again. Atten is a man who likes to get his rest when he can. So he'll be lounging next to Conroy's fixed-ish head and a bit of shut-eye, and also thinking about what the hell his new teammates are up to and if they're actually going to succeed in what they're doing, because he has no idea what's happened so far. But yeah, he'll be doing that.
Okie dokie. Can I get a recon test, please? Intellect.
Contest. Ooh, that's an 11 on the roll.
Okay. So, you hear a couple of things as you're trying to get some rest. First, the surgery, if you will, is going well enough. Some people are definitely gathering around to gawk. You can hear footsteps kind of going back and forth. Now, you said you were napping where? Are you nearby, Conroy, or...?
Yeah, so like if Conroy was like on the couch next to me kind of thing. Like I'm in the same room.
Okay.
Like I can
People are
open my
gathering
eye
around
and he's
to-
there.
Mhm.
You know.
People are gathering around to gawk, and yeah, there's definitely like a lot of interest in the crew. But kind of interestingly, what you hear, in addition to Apollonia's swearing as she's dealing with whatever seems to be going on and berating the crew at one point or another, you hear this sort of odd... It sounds vaguely like a buzzing mixed with a sort of tinnitus sound, like a high-pitched kind of whistle mixed with a sort of low kind of...
It sounds like dial-up.
A little bit. Yep. It's intermittent, but it's enough to be irritating. And with an 11, it seems to match up somewhat to Apollonia's swearing. Apollonia's swears seem to follow that vague noise that you hear. And then you're definitely woken up by Apollonia going, "Could you stop staring at the goddamn robot and actually help me? What are you getting paid for?" And they're like, "Mm." And she sees that she's woken you up, and she goes, "Sorry. Just, God damn, I can't put my freaking finger on this thing." She's turning to walk away, and she's clearly very frustrated. What do you want to do?
You need a hand? I'm not
Uh,
too tech savvy, but you know, point me in the right direction. I can grab a wrench or what do you need?
Like, I don't know. You know how computers work?
Yeah?
Well, you probably don't want to be away from your friend. Hang on. And she grabs like a monitor. She seems to understand that based on where you are and all that stuff, she doesn't want to take you away. So she grabs like a laptop, let's say, and she starts bringing it over. And she's like, "So every time I'm trying to get this, it's It's to do with the venting, right? So the reason that I decided to basically stop and get this maintenance overlooking is that occasionally, intermittently, the life support, the venting of the oxygen, just stops. Not all the way, but just randomly stops. And then the moment I start looking into it, then random damn doors open. And then when I check the doors, the lights flicker. It's like something's... And she trails
Wires
off.
across. Sounds like some wires might be crossed somewhere.
All of the wires?
Well, I used to have this old bike. I turned the headlights on and the wipers would go on instead, and kind of thing.
Well,
Or do you
it's
think
not...
maybe someone's in the system? Something's in the system.
Well, it's not... Whatever it is, you can see the problem. Like, it's not gonna work long term on a spaceship deep out in space if I'm not certain if the
Life
oxygen's
support.
gonna be on
Yeah,
the whole time.
no.
So I don't know. Like I could be. It could just be a quirk. Look, I'll probably have to suck it up and pay for a freaking proper tune-up, but that's gonna cost me thousands.
Can I do like a diagnostic through the computer that she has?
Yeah, electronics computer. This would be education. You're just doing a routine check.
Ooh, a 5 and a 6 again.
Nice.
All right.
So
total
plus
of?
my education is nope. But with my computer, which is a 1, so 12.
12. Given that you have a rogue AI with you, it's pretty easy to look through.
Fucking
It's pretty easy to look through
Yeah,
the
boy.
records and the specific mentionings of it. And with a 12, I'll speak plainly to you. Carl is doing the AI equivalent of learning how to walk.
Is there a way I can pin him down?
Define.
So he was in a bug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is he still in said bug, or is he
Are you
downloading
trying?
himself
So
onto the
when
ship?
you say pin him down, you're trying to find his location.
Like, yeah, is he? I guess this would be hard to without a roll. Is he still bug, or is he uploaded his consciousness into the ship?
That's kind of a difficult question to answer.
That's what I thought.
So you're kind of asking a 3D question to a 4D creature.
Yeah.
So-
I'm literally thinking like Ultron, like he's everywhere now.
But if you're trying to dictate, what you could probably find out is where he's presently, like where the majority of his consciousness is, if you want to make a separate roll.
Yes, I would like to do that.
All right.
Used up all my fucking good rolls, so this is gonna be dog shit. Not so dog shit. A 6 and a 4. With what am I rolling with?
Same thing. Electronics computer.
So that would be a 11.
All right. I want you to circle that because you've obviously done very well at this and you're taking your time. So I want you to get better at it next time you make a skill roll. So the answer is nowhere on the
Fuck.
ship or in the bug.
He's off the ship.
Is he?
Or he's just not. I'm gonna check on Conroy real quick.
You do. Okay. You get up from the couch and head over to Conroy.
I will. So he's still in a disrepair, or is he?
He's being
able
worked
to-
on. So think like a piece of art that's being constructed made out of steel. It's going to take a while. The frame is there. It's holding him into position. You can see the guts and whatnot. His battery still needs to be replaced, so he's in stasis.
Am I able to plug myself into him?
I don't see why not. That's
Yeah,
theoretically what your computer can do, correct?
yeah. So I just think into
Mm-hmm.
his brain and have a look around.
So this is beyond your scope at this
Yes.
stage.
This
This
is
an
sentient-
extremely intricate robot that, as you said, essentially has sentience. So what I need you to do, to be honest, is make a endurance test.
Jesus Christ! Another 5 and 6.
Okay. So very quickly, you instinctually, the same way that when you put your finger on a hot pan, you retract your hand, the connection is severed. You've, without even realizing it, have severed the connection. As you look in and you realize you're experiencing everything that Conroy has ever experienced. From the beatings that happened recently, to the joy of seeing you when you came in to rescue him all those years ago, to everything else that's happened since, and all of the various emotions and incomprehensible data that he's got stored in his soul. It's like looking into the sun. Only so much can be received and understood. That said,
I think that while that happens, just aesthetic wise, if anyone was looking, but you'd just see a bright red glow under his eye patch while that happens.
that said, you said you got an 11?
Yes.
You hear a swearing as you take out as you sever the connection. You see Apollonia going, "God damn it!" and you see the door going, shh, 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 shh. And that is where we're going to cut to everyone leaving the office. So, you have your mission. You know what you're supposed to do. For reminders in case you don't, you are to do a scouting survey of the area using charges. They are available with the bomber's probes, etc., etc. So all you need now is to get up that mountain somehow and get it. And then there's the question of debt, but one step at a time.
It's a later us problem.
Mm-hmm. So
It'll
you step
be
out of the
fun.
room.
I like how
Alan
the old
has-
buddy-duddy man is the one dealing with the AIs.
I don't understand any of this.
What used to be
Grab up,
cool?
grab up. Get away from the camera. What? I can't see you.
Just
Turn the camera around,
I
Grandpa.
just wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Where's your mother?
Yes. So
Now,
you leave that office area. What do you want to do?
So we need to get up the mountain. Last time we found out there was a train to get us most of the way there, but then we still got to
been
get
on
up
that same train. It'll take you further towards where you need to go.
there. Okay. Do we know how close the train will get us?
To the base of the mountain.
Yeah, well, that's actually what I wanted to know. Is it just going to take us to the base? Does it take us part way up? Like,
It'll take you to. I'll show you a different map here because you can head back to the railway station. As you can see on Albert Radio or the stream, you are heading towards. You'll be heading towards Barvin. Essentially, that's the closest railway.
All right.
And then making your way in whatever way you choose up Mount Salabari.
Okay. So, team, I don't really do hikes up mountains. I'm real good at driving, so if we can drive up there, I can definitely help. But your girl doesn't. She doesn't do exercise, guys. Let's just be realistic here. So we can get part of the way there. How we need to get the rest of the way. How are we going to do that?
We're just walking.
Remember, Maybelline does not do hiking.
Just don't look down and you'll be fine.
It's not hiking, that's heights.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have the voice of Atten in Maybelline's head being like, yeah. Like, can we hire a ship or something, or like, Octavia, how much money do we have?
We have so much. Well, depends. We have.
I thought we had little.
Yeah, we have a little. We have like 400 credits.
Is that enough to hire? Is that enough to like hire or borrow something that'll get us up the mountain?
Why are you asking me?
I just normally put things on my credit. I don't know how much stuff costs.
I've never had money.
Good point. And turns to Colt and Marcus. Guys?
Well, we still have
I think we could
Apollonia who's
find
still in
anything.
the system. We could always ask her if she's willing to take us some way up the way, at the very least, on our way out.
I can ask
that's a
Atten
good
to
option.
ask her right now.
Yeah, Octavia, can you do that? Because then we don't have to go all the way back.
All right.
I mean, we still have to potentially pay for the train to get up there. We might find a taxi or something to get us the rest of the way, or at least closer.
Simple walk to Mordor. A simple taxi to.
We'll just get on the Eagles.
Taxiing up
Just
the
fly.
Giant Eagles.
Is it like a
Just a
Baba
little
Yaga
cat going
taxi with chicken legs so I can actually walk up? What?
It's a train Uber. a
You're
crazy
like
taxi,
asking
if
if
you
there's
will.
an Uber up to the top of Mount Everest at this point. Like, you're fucking insane. Do they have tuk-tuks up there? Like, what's going on?
Oh, I'm
Turns
sorry,
out they've
Cam. That
Cable
just
car.
Yeah, I was
That
going to say,
just
turns
tickled
out they've
my-
got the cable car that's only in function during the winter seasons for skiing.
No,
Yeah, like the
just
one
on
on
the
Arthur
other
Seat.
side of the mountain that we couldn't see.
Cam, it was a fine idea. I'm sorry. It was just it tickled my pickle in the right way. It was just that image of just that car just being like this, basically.
Bang.
Just Skyrim horsing our way up.
Yeah, literally.
Just
Yeah,
press
if it works,
spacebar,
it works.
guys.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so you're trying to contact Atten, yes?
Mhm.
All right. Bring,
Why-
or what's the ringtone from Octavia?
It is Atten. Atten, it's me. I bet you don't know who it is. It's me. Atten.
sounded
good
like
at it.
Hard Knock
Occasional-
Life from Annie.
It's a hard nut life for me.
Pick up the phone, you prick. Ugh.
Yes.
I've just got her on Do Not Disturb.
Oh gosh.
I'm doing
Ring,
that
ring.
thing where you're on your phone and then someone calls and you just gotta wait till it goes so you can go back to watching the video on your phone.
Mhm.
I feel like Atten gets a headache like right before the message comes in. It's almost like this pre-warning before
Your
I
body's
come in.
rebelling. Yeah.
Alright, I will answer the phone.
That was only twice this time. You're getting better.
As I answer, it's like, stupid goddamn fucking AI.
What? What are you yelling about?
Goddamn little bug ass motherfuckers messing with the boat.
What? My bugs? Messing with the boat? I didn't tell him to do that.
The AI little fucker. I forgot his name already.
Oh,
Carl.
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 Carl. Carl's
What little
great.
Carl's emptying the goddamn oxygen out of the ship.
Oh no.
Fucking with the life support.
Well.
Apollonia's losing her shit.
You can hear some vague clangs from Atten's POV.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna put a little bit of a wrench in what I was calling you about, I suppose. But maybe it's a good thing if we come back, because I'm pretty sure Carl listens to Maybelline. Which I'm all for. I think it's great. I'm glad that she's found a friend.
That's not Octavia and is not someone and means you get touched less.
she's not touching my hair and my head as much. It's great. Okay.
I thought you were bald.
Yes.
She's got tweaks for hair. Maybelline keeps trying to arrange them into something prettier.
Anyway, how did the plan go? Did you get the ship back? What's going on?
Kinda. I gotta do a favor for favor and but we need to get up to the bomber. To do that. So it was kind of in our interests anyway. The problem is that, well, Maybelline brought it up. I didn't want to bring it up myself, but I also cannot climb. So both Maybelline and I would have to be left to our own devices with a rampaging Carl AI. Anyway, you don't have to think about that too hard. Do you reckon Apollonia, if we were like, we could chill Carl out for a little bit when she's like...
Do you
curious
want to
of it?
tell her that we brought on a rogue AI onto her ship and now he's messing with it?
Oh, we don't have to tell her that.
Right.
We'll just pretend to bang on... We'll take Lyra, Dr. Lyra in and pretend to bang on things. And, surprise, we got it out. It was a bug.
Doctor's renowned for the mechanic skills, yep.
Well, computers. Oh my god. Anyway,
Isn't Marcus a mechanic? He has his own ship.
I'm done with this conversation, Atten, for a first. We're coming. Tell Apollonia we're gonna come and deal with her problem, and then because we're dealing with her problem, she's gonna owe us a favor, okay?
Sure.
So, Atten, tell her now so I can you could tell me what her answer is right now.
Apollonia, they're coming back and they reckon
What?
they know what the issue is. And I
Well-
think they want you to fly them to the top of the mountain.
Well, tell them hell no, unless they're prepared to wait for a long ass time. Because just because you guys might deal with it, there's procedures involved. I need to make sure that everything's working properly. I need to do testing. You're gonna have to do the same thing on the bomber when you would you know that on your ship, let's say, you're gonna have to do the same thing on your ship when you get up there. You're gonna have to make sure everything's tip top. I'm not gonna put my crew at risk.
She said like fuck we are, chewed my ass out, and said if you want that to happen, it ain't happening anytime soon.
Alright, we'll just tell Apollonia that, you know, have fun with the rogue AI, I suppose.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, you're the only one that's there, but...
Apollonia, I'm gonna go take a stroll.
Oh my
I'll be back.
Well, yeah. Well, she doesn't have any more information, so she goes cool, and she will keep banging on walls.
I will pat Conroy on the head and make my way to
Okay.
where I believe the crew would be. And
They're
if,
several hours away by
Yeah,
train.
okay, in that case, when we were at the scrapyard saving said Conroy, did we see any potential vehicles in said scrapyard?
In said scrapyard. Potentially. So, to be honest, given the nature of what you're trying to do, you've kind of got two options in front of you, which is you can try and make something, but then you have to fuel it up, etc., etc. Or you can attempt to see if there's something closer in the town of Barvin, right? And then you don't have to do nearly as much of a trip, and it's probably going to be cheaper. Or you can steal it, or you could maybe try and find the same materials there, or whatever combination of that plan that exists. So you can definitely do it that way, but you are in right now. Sorry, I should know the answer to where. Let's say for the sake of speed here, you're in Salbari, right?
Yeah.
So if. Well, that would mean that they're in Barvin. Standby. Sorry. Rail line. Hand wave. I will deal with it later, so for the sake of expediency. But you're a few hours away by train. And so the situation is that you can certainly try and make it more... to restore something, but that would require fueling it up, etc., etc. You can definitely try doing that, but you'll need enough fuel to essentially fly it not only up the mountain, but to the base of Mount Salbari. Theoretically, you could put it on a train, if you, but that would require money too. So there's complications along the way.
I was just half thinking like it wouldn't hurt to just have a called like an on-ground ship, like we could load into the bomber kind of thing. So it may be an investment into the future.
Possibly. So does that answer your question? You could certainly head in that direction if you want to, or you could just hop on a train to join them eventually and see what you can find in Barvin or whatever you want to do.
Well, they were heading back this way, so I will just do it kind
They
of...
were,
No,
but
no.
then
They were.
the plan changed because Apollonia is being diligent
Okay.
about...
Well, I'll
the
just
testing.
message them going, I'm catching a train, I'll be with y'all soonish.
All right.
I turn to
Gonna
the team
leave
and
the
say,
AI.
Adam wants us to wait.
Or you could just meet in Barvin.
Yeah,
You take the
let's just
train there.
keep going.
Are we not
You
in
can
Barvin?
just-
I thought
Really?
No, not yet.
So
No,
where are we?
So I am not entirely sure, but Barvin is where you need to head to. So let's say that you're in Salbari for now, and Athens further up the rail line, just so
Yeah.
we know what's
Okay.
what.
Oh, look, I'm sure there's something on the edge there, or like I'm sure we can work it out once we get there.
Can
We're
I go back
we're all
into the...
smart.
Can Octavia go back into the store we were just in? Like the people we were just speaking to.
The
game.
port authority.
Yeah. Just
The
pop in the
palace
office.
and all of you're outside the palace. I would
Okay,
say you
well,
probably wouldn't.
grab
but-
someone that looks like they know something. Like, I'm popping in to ask a question.
What I was going to say is you can certainly head back into the building if you want to. The other thing I would say is, I think, with the understanding that, you know, they want this to be completed, they would loan you, even though it's clear that they understand that you might just piss off with them like the High and Dry crew did. They would all give you rebreathers, with the assumption that you are planning to climb the mountain, so you have those as well. But yes, let's say Alan is going out for a space smoke and he happens to be there.
I'm just gonna walk up to him and be like, I'm really sorry to annoy
Yeah.
you on your union appointed break.
Yeah.
The city we've got to get to, the town we're getting to.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere we could like hire something to get up to the mountain? A couple of us, unfortunately, have noodle arms.
Or yeah, no, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Do you actually, I got a cousin who lives around Bob, and he has one of those ornis, or I don't know what they're called.
Ornithopter?
Yeah.
I reckon
He
you'd mind us borrowing it?
Well, he'll probably charge you something, but if you tell him Alan said hello, then, you know, maybe he'll charge a less. Thing about those, though, you're going to have to do multiple trips.
Yeah.
Because small
Oh,
vehicle.
it's okay. I drove one for like 8 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I bet you never thought you'd be driving one of those again, huh?
No.
Saving the day with an ornithopter.
You feel so cool in those things. Anyway, enjoy your space smoke.
Space Smoko.
His name is Dave. So just go find him. He's the one with the ornithopter in his backyard. You probably can't miss it.
All right. Thank you. I'll go find Dave.
All right. So, long story short, you collate, you get on the various trains, and you arrive at Barvin. Now, what I will say is I actually think that the train runs pretty infrequently because of the population. So I'm going to make the ruling. Well, yeah, let's say that, but I think you're also waiting several hours. Was what I was going to say.
Because we are waiting for the train that added us on anyway, because there are no other trains.
Correct. So yes, you do end up on the same train, and by the time you arrive, it is nighttime.
Ah, fuck.
I see them and specifically stay on a different carriage.
That is fair.
I go and annoy Adam. Like, the moment I see him, I'm gonna be like, fuck you, and go, sit on his head or something. Like, stupid.
I
Walk up and be like, hi, bestie!
What ends up happening, actually, is as you go and do that, the rest of you who are in this carriage, you realize that you have... Even though the train is relatively full, you know, for a 3,000 population planet, the carriage that you're in, you've got it all to yourselves.
Hell yeah.
As the last
wait,
person
probably not.
hurriedly leaves, looking over their shoulder back at the collective of you.
They better not be staring at a single wolf man. They better not!
I think you know the answer.
Fuck! I'm fighting everyone on this train!
You're muted, Nick.
Actovia, I suggest
Sorry.
you sit the
Never mind,
fuck
sorry.
down and
You were just
calm
hesitating. Sorry. You were just, I thought you were talking. You were just, you had your mouth open. Go ahead.
yourself. Actovia, I suggest you just calm down for a second. They're leaving. Don't start a scene.
No, why they're leaving though, right?
It doesn't matter, they're gone.
Actually, I'm
Oh!
going to add to this. Oh, God. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I don't think they'd say anything. But now that, yeah, conveniently, right behind you, there is another carriage that has no one in it, barring a few souls who are also Varga. And only Varga. They look pretty fine. Like they're just sat there eating. One's eating like a snack from like a little chippery bag. One's drinking some water. One's a mother in work clothes that is trying to tell her son not to stand on the seats. There's about 7 of them. But it's only them.
They're happy.
Is our cabin significantly nicer than theirs?
Oh, that's a good question.
I love
I
this
think
question.
so. I think so,
Oh
but
god,
not.
look at Karen's eyes.
But not. It's not like you've gone from coach to Orient Express, but you can tell that like the seats are a little thinner. It's still like leathery, but like it's clearly like a little cheaply made, etc. Yeah.
I'm just gonna slide the door open to the carriage. Just gonna, if you want a more comfortable ride, I recommend you come forward a carriage or two. There's plenty of room.
No, that's all right. Thanks.
Please,
where-
I
where-
insist.
where-
Call
where
it
we're
a,
supposed to be.
Well, it's not where I wish you to be. Please come forward.
Uh,
Or you can
I
just leave them
insist.
alone.
okay. Now,
No, there's face injustice.
It's
So,
also
Cole,
free will.
what, Cole, with this, what is your intention? Just so I get the idea, because this could easily be a little creepy, and I don't think that's your intention at all. So,
Mm. No, it's for them just more faces in the carriage we're in case there's any cameras and or conductors coming through, just to draw the eye away from whatever we're discussing.
Bunch of humans amongst Vargas, that won't make us suspicious at all.
Yeah, but Varga's in the wrong place.
Wow, they're in the wrong place?
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
It's
So-
false thinking.
Cole, what I want you to do is just make a you tell me, what skill are you trying to use here? I keep trying to say persuade, and that doesn't exist in this game.
Persuade exists, and I want to use persuade.
Oh, it does? Oh,
Yeah, it
I
does.
thought it. All
and the
right.
navigation.
Yeah, persuade
Let's go.
and deception are there.
I've been avoiding persuade this whole time. Okay.
No, persuade there.
All right. Give me an intellect persuade
Today's
then.
episode of Jack's One Sort of-
10. With intellect
10.
is
I think.
0. 10.
Okay. I think one of them. There's this. The one that was eating the chips seems to be like quite well dressed, and they look like a limo driver. To be honest, that's just kind of the impression that you get, and they are dressed rather nicely, and they just shrug and they hop on over, and they aren't necessarily interested in hanging out, but they, you know, that they're probably like taking one for the team if nothing else, because this weirdo's just going, I insist you move carriages, so he'll just
Please
go.
come into our cabin.
Yeah.
What's Kakir doing? Like,
Well,
what's
do they
Kakir-
react to
This-
Kakir? He's
That's
a
a good
fucking
question.
pirate.
Yeah. I think
Might
they
be a
would avoid
well-known
eye
pirate.
contact, I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
So, yeah, was that there was a couple of different questions there. One was about Kakir. What was the other question? Someone said something?
I just said what Kakir's reaction to
What is Kakir's
not
reaction?
doing this.
eyes very firmly locked on the window. And maybe a tiny bit of you would definitely catch a whiff of secondhand cringe. Like he is a little embarrassed about the brouhaha that's happening. Even if it is technically on his behalf, this is clearly something he is more used to than you guys are. As for the limo driver person, she sees the motley crew amongst you, and she I do no, that would be too much of a coincidence. The universe is very big. I was wondering if Maybelline potentially recognized her or something like that. But you would, if no one else would pick up that she's like probably a limo driver of some kind, Maybelline, you would. But yeah, she steps through. She's very much avoiding eye contact with the Kakar. He's very flamboyantly dressed with a blue mohawk, and these people have basically insisted, and this woman is basically just gone, cool, okay. And she'll sit in the corner of the carriage and just continue to eat her chips and kind of hunch a little bit and try to make herself a little smaller so that hopefully that's the end of the conversation. And yep. And meanwhile, I think the only other thing worth noting is the child in question is now looking like over the seat at Kakar, and you can see them pointing, and the mother's like grabbing the hand and stuff. But yeah.
No.
Just the awkward crunching of chips.
So when we get back to the ship, we're gonna have to deal with Carl. He's literally driving Apollonia insane. He's in the systems,
Ooh.
purging life support systems, opening and shutting doors.
I think that's
And
the funniest thing anyone could do.
And she just thinks it's a glitch, right?
She thinks it's a glitch, but it's not, and she went out of her way to help us.
Yeah,
And
that is also.
you saw what Carl did at the prison when we escaped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, we need to get him out of that ship.
Yeah.
I mean,
we didn't connect Carl to anything, but he is in one of Octavia's butt.
We did give him free reign as a crazed AI.
For 2
Built
months.
in a
Yeah, we
prison.
did.
Also, I'm just gonna be like the devil's advocate here, but we were the ones to ask Carl to fuck up the jail.
I
It
know.
hasn't actually specifically been malicious in any way.
He's
Until
been
we asked
very
him.
accommodating. To
He
be
had
quite
a
fair.
plan to get us out of prison. He was working us.
And
We've been doing the same thing. Like, that's normal. This is what people do. Maybelline's actually going to pull out the bug that has Carl in it because she's still been carrying him around this whole time. And like, and just kind of go over to Octavia and be like, "Hey, Carl," and just like whisper, "Hey, Carl, are you still in there?" It's like holding her hands up like this between her and Octavia. Hey.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy? We got out of low berth not long ago. And it's been a while. How you doing?
Yeah, it has. It's good to hear from you.
Carl,
You
your voice has changed.
yeah,
Huh?
you sound different. Are you okay?
What are you talking about?
You just changed it back to
Yeah.
what it was.
Carl, we're not look, I know we're human, but we're not that stupid.
Oh.
Eh.
Oh. Yeah, Carl's not in here anymore.
Oh, God.
And Maybelline shakes the bug. Heck, where'd you go? Like holding it securely, but shaking it.
Octavia's like,
This is how you get stuff to work again, isn't it?
you disrespect the
What would be
box.
funny is after you shake it,
No!
like the recording of Carl going, wee, started going off when you shook it.
You just see that Octavia's gotten so upset about it that you feel the bugs leaving your body. They're all coming back to me.
Bless.
I'm like, nope,
That's terrifying.
I'm off. I'm out.
I'm not sure what I did, but I feel like I should apologize.
Shake the bug.
I didn't realize you couldn't do that. They're so good at doing all the things.
You hear a very faint clunking sound as the limo driver, while the shouting is happening, goes back to the garage.
And Maybelline just looks over and be like, whoops. But Anna
Great, now we
Does
look
he
like
want
the
a
crazy.
friend?
You hear a bark of laughter from Kaka when on the word look, Marcus. Just- like you look crazy and he
Accurate. I'm sorry I shook your bug, Octavia.
It's
I
fine.
didn't realize.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just. Anyway, Carl has left the building. Carl is unable to be controlled. He definitely changed his voice.
He so did. And like
It's-
really obviously
He
too.
got like sexier. It's weird. I don't know how it happened, but he went from like, "Hi, I'm Carl," to "Hi, I'm Carl," and I was like, "Whoa, hang on a minute. You've either seen some shit and you're turning against humanity as we speak, or
I reckon he's going through puberty.
yeah, I was gonna say
like
he's probably
computer
just like looked
puberty.
up porn or something and been
I
like,
mean, there's
"Oh,
so
they all
much
speak
more
like
out there.
that."
Yeah, I mean, look, if you found like AO3, like space AO3, all bets are off.
Yeah, he would have. If he's been.
I'm sorry, pump the brakes.
That's Rule
You
34.
two both seriously considering wanting a fucking AI?
Oh,
Have you not lived?
you need to keep your ears closed to
Kaka's
conversations
gonna
that
stand
are
at this
you.
point, stretch a little bit, and just maybe like do a little walk as, to the Varga area.
Watch him leave.
And just
Even
Maybelline's
Kaka's
just
like,
going to
nope.
turn to Octavia and go, Coco knows about space AO3 as well.
Oh, absolutely. That man has seen so much porn. He's a pirate. That's what they do. They get together on Friday nights and have porn parties. That's the way it is.
Exactly.
Look, I've been in a foxhole and I've been desperate, but I've never been that desperate, if you know what I mean.
You
never
haven't
been a
lived,
pirate,
Colt.
If that's living, I don't want to live.
I
wanna
love
be
that we're
dead.
coming at it from two different perspectives, but we're both like, we are correct.
You'll
Everyone
be
else
coming
is
in
wrong.
to Barvin Station in
Thank
2
Christ.
Wait until he realizes that I have to take them one at a time up the mountain.
minutes.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, so oh God.
I feel like Octavia and Maybelline have bonded properly this time.
So, you abscond from the train. You head in the direction that
Dave?
that
Dave.
that of Dave.
I just start screaming, Dave. Dave!
You would have been told where his house is by Alan. That's the name I was struggling for.
Yeah, true. Of course.
And as well as there aren't that many houses to look for, so you eventually see one in the backyard, a ornithopter, and he just says, "Oh, hello! You're looking for Dave? I'm Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi."
Alan said that we should come over
Oh,
here.
that old son of a bitch. How's he doing?
Oh, he was having his union appointed break. When I
Okay,
left him.
good. It's
and he's
important to
been-
take those.
Exactly. The union's Imperium crumbles. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, your ornithopter. Would we be
Yeah.
able to borrow it? We have a bit of a job for Alan. Helping him out.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're collect. Oh,
Yeah,
that
we're doing the
bad
fucking
business
wild
that
shit.
was. Them high-end drag crew. You know they played mailbox baseball, and we still haven't fixed them all. In that stupid hovercraft that they took, and he points at his mailbox is like hanging
We've gone
down.
from space
like-
Vancouver to space Yukon.
There's
Hell
different
yeah.
places. But there's a mailbox hanging like by an edge, and
Pieces of
It-
shit.
yeah, they took a freaking bat and they hit all of our mailboxes as they headed over for the hotels, trashed them, and then pissed off. Yeah, we'll be glad to see that bloody ship go.
Yep. Well, we're the peeps that are trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, you can certainly borrow it. I'll tell you, it's a hobby, so, you know, how you're planning to go all the way up the mountain, taking all of these people?
Yeah. Or at least some of them.
Oh. Okay. Well, the price would probably, because I got a refuel.
Yeah,
And all
right.
of that.
Like that. Alan
Okay.
said you'd
So
give me a
shall I
deal,
let?
though.
Why don't we just say everybody, and if they feel like climbing the mountain, they can. But
Yeah,
Let's-
yeah, that's a great idea. How much do you need
Okay.
for everyone?
well, given that it's a little risky on your part, it's again, I'm no ornithopter official pilot. I'm not licensed.
Oh, I
but
am.
This is
Hang on. And she like ruffles around and pulls out this like crumpled piece of paper that is just like one to pilot.
okay. Well, I feel even more self-conscious right now then, because this is again, I hobby making.
Oh no,
it.
it's fine. I promise you. The one that I had to deal with. Thank you, shit.
Okay. Well, as long as you think you can handle that, why don't we just call it 150?
Oh, fantastic.
Have 150?
Absolutely, we have 600 credits. I told you
hell
we
yeah.
have 400 because I want drugs. I put 200 away for that. You.
I need my fix. Put
You
200
did the
away.
drug equivalent of telling someone what time that they should be because they're chronically late.
Like, yeah.
Yes,
I'm
we're-
like, you need to
we're
We're
be
starting
here
at
midday.
7 p.m. when actually we're starting at 6:30, but we know that they're gonna be late. by half
Mhm,
an hour.
mhm. Yeah, that's exactly it. Exactly it. But I hand over the 150
We have definitely
credits.
not had to do that for Stephen specifically, but yes, you hand over the money.
Never.
I live in New Zealand.
And you are always on time, buddy.
So you give him the mullah, and you can
Yeah.
start making your trips. I
Perfect.
am not particularly
we
worried.
just do one.
Well, let me think about this.
Oh, so I
I
can level
think-
it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Why don't we say one roll for every 2? So 3 separate rolls, please.
Okay, and what, education, dexterity, intellect?
It would be education because you
Fantastic.
have trained in it. Education, pilot, whatever the fuck.
Yes, it's called flyer ornithopter.
Mhm.
It's 12 for the first one,
12 for the first one.
12 for the second one.
Oh, hang on. Let me quickly show you the mountain that you're flying up and over. As this is happening. There it is.
Holy shit! All right, yeah, it's a huge mountain. That would suck to fly to walk. Okay, and
Like
the
the-
next, the last one is a 10.
10. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you guys with this final image. As you begin skating up and over, should I assume that the first person that you take up to the crater and to the ship itself is Marcus.
No, absolutely not. I make sure it's
Oh,
Maybelline.
really?
No, I'm joking. No,
Okay.
it's 100% Marcus. I would.
Oh,
Bye,
God.
bitch.
Maybelline second.
No, I can tell you right now, Maybelline's trip takes a little longer because we are gossiping
Yeah, yeah.
the whole time.
Right.
No, I take Marcus for sure because I'm like, also, he's probably the only one who has keys.
Yeah, true, true.
Change the locks on him.
You come over up the mountain. The air pressure is pretty intense, and the atmosphere gets rather thin. The rebreathers need to come on once you're about halfway up said mountain. And then eventually you climb up and over and see a huge, pristine blue lake. And in that lake is an island. And on that island is an arrow-shaped ship. It is trashed. It is bare. There is parts of things all around. What do
And
you do
Marcus tissues.
as you're flying over? Yeah, and Marcus tissues.
Nicholas, please stop crying.
Marcus has just got tears falling. Looks over at Octavia and goes, I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yeah, I am crying.
Pathetic crier, Octavia.
I just love the idea that she probably cries because Marcus is crying. She's like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Oh no!
They're meant to be stable and I am not. Why is he crying?
You do that, and you're flying up and over. Where do you want to go?
I think what I'll do is I'll do 100% like a full spectrum drone shot for Marcus to look at everything as
Yep.
many times around as he wants, just to make sure that he can see even from the top, because I know he'll be able to see from the bottom once we land.
Totally.
And then I'll just land next to it and hold his little hand if he needs it. Of the
Can I
ornithopter.
get a recon test from the two of you, please?
Yes.
Intellect.
Recon intellect?
Actually, I'm going to say education, Karen, because, well, let's go with education, though, because,
11 for me.
Uh-huh.
I have 11 on the dice. My recon is 2.
Uh-huh.
14.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I can see everything.
You see, the both of you, there is not just ship parts everywhere, but you also see movement amidst the rubble. Like, there's a particular, like, plastic-looking bag that seems to be being ruffled along. Flying up and
Jeez.
over, you see a skinny dog.
Can't pet
How
that
did the bird
dog.
get down there so quick?
A dog that seems to be scrounging for whatever food remains. And that is where we're
Can't
going to
pet
take a
that
break.
dog.
Are we gonna get an actual
We don't
puppy?
adopt that dog. I'm gonna be so mad.
Can't pet that dog.
Like, don't
I
you
was
dare
just-
do this to me.
I was looking at my stats and I'm like, I suck with animals. What can I do? I think
Don't
Can't
feed
pet
it.
that dog.
We will see you in a couple of minutes. Marcus, out of curiosity, before we do go, how does Marcus feel seeing this ship torn apart, pieces everywhere, crap everywhere, and then the understanding that these dickheads have left behind their pet?
Yeah, there is a fury burning inside Marcus he has not felt for many years.
We'll pick up on that in a little bit. See you in a couple of minutes. Say bye, folks.
Bye,
Bye.
Hello. Welcome back, everybody. We are playing some Traveler, and we have just seen a pet dog. And off camera, you guys decided to essentially hang out
Keep the dog.
maybe a little bit like back here, essentially, like away from the island, which leaves Marcus alone with his thoughts, looking at the carcass. Let's be honest, that is the operative word of the bomber in front of you. What's going through Marcus's head? Actually, here's a good question. Cam, could you describe when you first received the bomber? Because if I remember correctly, it was a reward for when you were doing character creation, wasn't it?
Yes.
So fill us in, either on the mechanic details and or the moment that you realized you were getting the ship to take away.
So the bomber is just like I'd say it's probably like a mid-level sort of mini transport frigate sort of thing. Like not overly big, not overly powerful, but
so
it was
100-ton scout ship is what it is.
Yeah, it's his. After, so because I got it in character creation, I think I got it while I was doing the enforcer thing too.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, and so when Marcus decided he's had enough, and he wanted to get out, with his wage, he was putting a bit of it aside, and his farewell gift from his employer was he put all his money together and purchased the bomber for him. So it was already secondhand when he got it. So it was a little bit scratched up because he didn't want anything too flashy, didn't want anything to draw attention. He just wanted something that was reliable.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was everything to him.
How
It
old
was
were you?
his refreshed life.
How old were you when you received it?
24, I think. So
Okay. What is your employer's name? And can you describe them a little bit for me?
yep, his name is Logan Sheridan, and sort of think New York, like New York Italian, sort of mob style, and he was the one that would always get other people to do the dirty work. So his hands were legally clean in every aspect of the word, which is why the Imperium, the police, could never touch him, because he's like, hey, they went and did it. I didn't tell them anything. His hands were the cleanest, which is why he's also hated amongst them. Which is why when anyone leaves his organization, they are sought after by both the police and the Imperium.
Your memory goes back to that time. You've got some cash in your pocket from the collections that you've made. And you hear from a compatriot. Logan wants to speak to you. You find yourself in the room with him, and uncharacteristically, he stands up, which is not something his heavy-set butt tends to do. And he indicates with his head that you should follow. Do you do so?
Yep.
He says, Marcus, I know you've been frustrated, as he's walking down the hall.
Just a little bit. I've been trying to not have you see it, but sometimes it's tough.
Hmm. You know, when you signed up for all this, I told you it was a bad idea, that I didn't think that it suited you. Do you remember that?
I remembered, and I was, let's just say, stubborn, dumb, loyal. Take your pick on the word.
If you had the chance, and you can tell his back kind of stiffens as he's like moving away and stuff. No judgment, no worries. To start over, would you do it? And he stops at a door.
Like, I don't want to sound ungrateful, boss, but if I could start over, try something different, I'd give it a go. That's not to say I'm not grateful for everything you've done for me. But
As you're
the last
trying
few
to
years,
fit in that last bit of sentence, he turns the handle and you see in front of you a piece of shit scout ship. But there it is. And it's pretty large. Even for the smallest spaceship that it is, it's pretty damn big. It takes up your entire vision. All of his luxury cars have been moved slightly to the side as he opens up this garage. And he's got his tongue firmly embedded in his cheek as he looks at you looking at it. You feel a hand on your shoulder as he sees you staring out, and he doesn't make eye contact, and he says, "No judgment, no worries. But now I gotta turn my back on you." You hear a jingle. You see some keys in your peripheral vision falling to the floor. What do you do?
feel like if he said anything, it would ruin the moment, because he's basically saying, "Take it, you're free, go. We're done here."
Yep.
So,
The keys clatter to the floor, and the door softly closes behind you, and that is the same sound that you hear once you hear the rest of the boots on the ground and everybody else has landed in a similar place to the south of the island and the bomber in question. And Marcus, you are shaken out of your reverie. The rest of you are up there. You can see the ship. Only a skip and a jump away. And it looks like shit.
We came here for that.
in fairness, when I got it, it was a lot better condition. She wasn't the best, but they have fucked this thing.
Well, sometimes you get deal with the hand you dealt. I trust you, Marcus.
I mean,
It's not what it looks like on the outside, it's what she's got on the inside. I think
You never
that
let me
sums up the
down.
whole
A little
scroll
bit of-
group.
a little bit of paint, maybe a bit of elbow grease. She'll be fine again.
Turbo.
What is that thing?
It is obviously looking for whatever remnants of food that was left here. Obviously, the previous owners are worse than scum and left it behind.
Poor fucker.
I think. I mean, we're taking the
I'm gonna
bomber.
pull out some jerky.
We get the bomber back. Why don't we try to see if we can get the dog as well? 2 for 1.
Hatton grabs some jerky from his pocket.
Yes.
Stand by.
I'm gonna lose a hand there, you know.
Well, that is the question. So, you are basically here.
Mm-hmm.
The bomber's there. The dog's there. How you want to get across is up to you. It looks you can see its rib cage from here.
I can't like chuck it across. Too
Not
far.
even close. No. The other interesting thing, as you can sort of see, is that it seems to have left behind lava tubes in this place. So they're like kind of caverns that seem to, if you can sort of see under the lake, there are like various holes in the ground underneath. And it seems to create this sort of tunnel system, if you had to guess.
Right.
Probably left behind by lava. So you are across the water. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I think first things first is work on the ship, I guess. Let's get inside.
Yeah, Marcus, this is a mess. Like, where do we start? And
So are you
also-
planning to take the ornithopter over? Are you going to swim? What are you doing? Because the reason that you landed here was to not get attacked by the dog.
Also, can we? I want to pet the dog. That is
Yeah,
both
pet that
Maybelline the
dog.
character and Piggles the player.
Can Maybelline pet that dog?
Can Maybelline pet that
Maybe
dog?
get that dog.
Have we? Do we have any spare food?
I have jerky
Hatton
right here.
has jerky in his hand. I just need to know, how are you planning to get across? Are you planning to take the ornithopter again? Are you going to swim? What are you doing?
Oh no, Maybelline wants to go on the ornithopter again.
No, yeah, fly over.
Yeah, how loud is it? The ornithopter
Very
would be
good
loud
question.
as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Octavia would be like, no, you'll just scare it more. When you're dealing with hungry, starving creatures, you kind of just can I have a go? Please?
I mean,
Can
yeah.
Octavia pet that dog?
I'm gonna try the
that?
water. Can I like go and have a look and see how bad the water is? Like, I think she would have an indication that there's a chance.
Before
this
you
could
do,
be
Kakar
heated.
will just do this.
Can Kakura go pet that dog? He wants to know that ass.
Yes.
I nodded him.
Oh, he just meant he's indicating that he will follow if he's allowed to. If you're just saying,
Oh.
I want to go by himself, but he will.
Yeah, no,
Come on.
that's fine. Absolutely fine. She doesn't mind, but she's. It is Operation Get in Water.
Yeah, it's warm.
Oh, it's the first shower I've had in a very long
A
time.
hot spring. We're literally at a hot spring.
Yeah, it's quite warm.
Perfect.
Colt, have a quick look around the edges to see if there's any dead or dying plants.
what is your goal?
Is it actually safe to go swimming through the water? Self-contact could be quite high. This could be sulfuric. It could be acidic.
Good question. So you are all wearing rebreathers because of the altitude. The skill that would make the most sense. Let's have a look here. It would probably be a science of some kind.
You go -3.
So let's just do a general science intellect roll then.
But Dr. Lyra
With -3 is 8.
8. Okay, with a -3. Okay. So, yeah, now that you mention it, as far as plant life, there isn't a ton. And not only that, this place smells vaguely of farts. Now, given that you have paid attention to that, the atmosphere, you get the instinctually feeling for a mountain / volcano to have that smell is not generally a thing when it's extinct.
An active volcano.
Active volcano.
Octavia, get the fuck out of the water now.
If it was boiling hot, Octavia would have felt that, to be clear. But yeah, this volcano is definitely active.
I think at this point she'd probably be like halfway across. She's a somewhat decent swimmer.
Okay, love it.
Dexterity based, motherfuckers. I am dexterous as shit.
Colt, you just see Kakur shrug and kind of dive into the water after, and it's probably the only time you've seen him have a doggy grin, actually, because it's really quite pleasant in here.
Is he
You
doggy
won't say
paddling?
so. No. In your fan fiction, maybe, but no. He's doing a very strong
Even
freestyle.
you better hope you never meet me one day. You hope we never meet, buddy.
Just a little kick in the nuts. So, Colt,
there's
do
more
you want to
painful places
follow,
than
all
that.
things considered, with that in mind?
I'm going to try and find anything that sort of floats and make a raft of sorts.
Oh boy, I don't know what you could use. I mean, probably from the ship you could, but not here really. Let me quickly have a look for you, because I don't want to tell you just straight up no.
Is any trees sort of slightly higher on the caldera, or?
No, not really.
I mean, that would make sense also for this far up. There wouldn't be much there if it's as big as you said.
Yeah, about
Also
1,500
being an
meters.
active volcano.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Sulfur.
I would say, unless you can think of something on a volcanic mountain that would be appropriate, Nick, I'm going to say probably not, unfortunately.
We have pumice stone. That's about it.
Nick, use your hot springs knowledge in real life.
If I walk
Yeah, I mean,
80
he
k's
rolled
in
well
any
enough with the
direction,
science.
There's fucking trees
did
that grow on
good.
mountains. There's
He did
fucking
good.
rocks that grow on mountains.
Yeah.
Plenty of
He
He
volcanoes.
does live on.
It's
Okay.
just an arid place, though.
Here's what I'm going to
Is
say.
used
While
to
you're
look
thinking
up.
about that, I think, Octavia, you arrive and you can hear Kakur trailing right behind. So, let me think about this. I think by the time that you do that, it's quiet on the island.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, do you have any animal related skill? No.
I'm fine
Alright.
about this.
Okay, I would like you to roll just the straight animals, and this is going to be education to see if you. So it's basically an education -3.
Easy peasy. Oh god, an 8.
An 8. Okay. You have not seen any indication that it's gotten in the water, which means the creature is somewhere on this little spit of land. The ship is taking up the majority of the space. However, there's some, it's very mortar-y, kind of like lots of little like rocky outcroppings and the like in the middle of this thing. The impression that you get is that it's probably gone off to hide and then pounce.
Okay. So I will wait. She will wait until Kakar shows up, so that they're both not making noise.
Okay.
And we'll just be like, game plan. We've got to have a game plan. I can't whisper in this voice, so please pretend I am whispering in this voice. I think if we just pull it, stay quiet, keep food near it, stay low to the ground, we should be able to call it out, especially if we can get the jerky smelling.
You want to go looking for it, or you want to leave food, wait for it to come to us?
Let's go look for it a little bit, and if we're scaring it, like if we see it and it's fucking bolting, well, maybe we'll discuss it coming to us. But let's see, maybe if we find it, we're soft enough that it'll be like, hey.
Or you want to act like human owner? Because it is pet?
I assume so.
It was wearing a collar, so.
Yeah.
But that's what he's trying to get at. It's like, so you're trying to activate pet. Right.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the right. Look, if you've, I've been stranded enough on little shit places like this with no food, enough to know that the dog's not going to trust anyone. But if we can maybe give it some comfort, maybe it hears a familiar
if it doesn't
noise.
Trust anyone. Then why don't we make noise so it knows we're there? We leave food. We wait. Then it can take food if it wants. We do nothing to it. We say, good
Yeah.
doggy.
Okay. You have the best ideas.
His face kind of like scrunches. He's like waiting for like the sarcastic like follow up, and then there isn't one, and he just goes, "Thank you."
Let's do it.
Okay, perfect. So
Commander.
you're combining the ideas together, basically. So you're making a little bit of noise. Hey, we're here. And you're setting up the food maybe 10 or 20 yards away.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to let that animal roll that you rolled before come into play here. I'm not going to make you roll that again.
Thank you.
So essentially, as this is happening, you've got a quiet moment to yourselves. And Kakar will say, Train made you angry.
It doesn't make you angry?
No. Reality. You can be upset, or you can spend energy on more important things.
I
What
think
is
it's pretty.
that human that pushes ball uphill?
I wasn't like a history gal. Sorry. Yeah.
Bowler
Some-
man.
Yeah, Bowman, that's his name. Bowman was his name the whole time.
Sounds like bowl man issue. No result, just bowl.
Yep. You're right. I think it was one of the reasons why I had so many issues on the planet I was sent to. I was not willing to stick with the status quo. I think it's pretty important to fight for anyone that gets treated like that. I'd do it if it was Aslan. I've done it because of Aslan before. It does seem like we're all pushing up a giant boulder up the hill that we can never quite get it there, but what if we could? What if it was one action? But that was the catalyst. Your people deserve rights. And deserve to be treated like anyone else.
They resent us because we were chosen. It's like one of the few times you've seen him, like, looking a little proud. The ancients fucked around with everybody, but we are born of dog and wolf, yes. But we were chosen. We are assured of our purpose and our human word.
I understand. I'm glad that you have those beliefs. I can't stand by and do nothing. I don't really fight for much, but I'll die on that hill if I need to.
I suppose I am saying humans, other species probably spend a lot of time worrying about where they belong. Yeah? Not Vaga, never. So, they can hate us all they want. We know that we were chosen. And you hear a faint little rustle of a bush, and the dog begins to peek its way through. You see its kind of amber eyes and a tiny little jingling collar. It's rather large.
Would I be able to see anything like of a name on said jingling collar? I have eyes of elf.
Eyes of bugs.
kind.
No, you have eyes of bug.
I'm a fly. I have 700 eyes.
Yes, you can. The dog's
He thinks
name
that's just the crack eyes.
is Kirsty. Kirstie. Kirsty.
All right. I will softly curse his name. Because who doesn't like their name being called, especially after not hearing it for a while.
Yeah. Given the
um,
nature of, like, you're standing in the shadow of the bomber, this is like weeks,
Yeah.
maybe even like two months or so.
Yeah.
like Octavia, it's kind of also like Coco seeing a very soft side of her right now.
Sure.
Of just like, I don't think it's necessarily an animal thing. I think it's more just about the fact that she sees herself and could have wished that someone would have just given her a piece of turkey or turkey and put them on her ship and kept her as a pet. Like, she would have preferred that than starving. So yeah, it is like this awkwardness of like she doesn't quite understand how to deal with like dogs per se, but you know, it is very like sweet and soft, and she's like crawling around trying to make sure that she looks like this, like she's just submissive to this dog, this giant dog, a wolf dog that can bite her face off. She's just like, here, let me show you my belly, look, my trust.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
There's a faint sort of like, you reckon you can actually speak the Varga language, so like it's not, it's more kind of like sweet nothings that Kaka seems to be saying, but kind of, you know, you hear words like calm, sweet, baby, and so on. And
Girlfriend.
thanks, Stephen. You hear those words, and the dog, yeah, it is interesting that like where the where the dog ends and the Varga begins, but you know, there's definitely that kind of like guttural rooting, and you hear the dog's ear kind of, you see the dog's ear kind of faintly cock up a tiny bit, and it goes slowly for the food, and it's got its kind of mouth open, and it's drooling a little bit, but it does not clamp, and it looks directly at you, and its mouth is kind of over it.
I will just like drop my head and just offer it with my hands, like flat hands.
I think it's asking you for permission.
Oh,
Like
thank
pay.
you. Eat? Yes.
It's gone. Evaporates.
Yes.
You
Amazing.
see some faint cheering from the background from Maybelline.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
you guys just see, like, every so often you'll just see these hands like, yes, I've done it.
And just faint cries of puppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once he settles down, I'll start being like,
Yeah.
Hey Ross, over here, you dickheads. A nice swim.
Eventually, you do make your way over, unless anyone's particularly adverse to swimming and wants to try some way in some other fashion.
Maybelline might have to be pulled out if it really is that warm.
Yeah, you're just floating in the water.
Just like, this is just like a spa. I haven't felt this good in ages. The smell
Yeah.
is fine. It's like the hot springs.
I'm just
Maybelline.
and like, didn't really establish this thing's like poisonous? Because nothing's growing here, and you're all swimming in it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Just I'm gonna help with the ship. Staying away from that
You have
water.
to swim to get there.
Yeah. You gotta-
I'll wait here then.
Yeah.
You're
Are you worried
to
you're
take the ornithopter over.
I'll take the order.
You worried you're
If
was that you worried
nothing's
your
growing
head was
here,
gonna get damaged?
fuck that water.
It's a volcano. Nothing would grow here at the top of a very large mountain. We've established that.
I'm still interested.
Fine. You can be paranoid if you want. That's more than fine. Maybelline, as you are lounging in the water, it's a little embarrassing actually. You let out like a fart, but then you realize no, you didn't. There's a rather decisive bubble that appears right around your crotch area for just a second.
And I was like, that's weird. And like kicks that area in front of her just in case like there's someone camouflaged in the water for some reason. Or, you know, maybe it's like one of the really small bugs just in case. But she's gonna kick in that area just to be like, what the...
Do you have any science
something there,
skills
is
of any
there?
kind?
No.
right.
Definitely not.
Okay, just give me a recon test then. Intellect.
Okay. That is okay. So I rolled an 8. I don't think I've got any extra for intellect. No, and recon. Ooh, okay. So that is going to be a -3, so it's a 5.
Who knows where it came from?
Maybelline doesn't. Like she might drift a little bit
Maybe
closer
you fired
to
it
the shore,
after all.
just
Maybe it
in
was
case.
just one of those like little sneakers that you don't even feel.
Maybelline's a lady. She doesn't fart.
Well, in that case, it came from somewhere, and it wasn't you.
That's right. Ooh. That's why she's drifting slightly closer to the shore.
Instead,
in
you
case
just
there's
have an
something in the water.
existential crisis of, yeah. Well, there's definitely nothing in the water. This is crystal clear shit. You can see a bunch of tunnels underneath the ground. So,
It could have gone in the tunnels. She doesn't know. That's why she's drifting closer to the shore now instead of relaxing in the water.
all right. So, the bomber's
soft
in
and I
front of
was
you.
strong.
The copter is easy enough to get up and over, so all of you get over to the island side. The dog is definitely, you know, standoffish until she gets a proper meal in her, but in the meantime, she's not, like, snapping at anyone. So, what do you guys want to do? The ship's in front of you.
I walk over to the ship, getting a much closer look at it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so you don't need to make a roll. They have treated this thing horrifically. The impression that you get is that they took this job, for whatever reason, decided to leave the ship and their dog, take the hovercraft that you had out of the ship, take everything of value, and piss off with it. And in the meantime, everything that wasn't of value, that they took of value from, is on the side, on the floor somewhere. So it's in pieces. There's stuff everywhere. And bits of food and garbage that Christy was clearly eating up till now.
I'm gonna go to the hatch, and I'm gonna see if my old code works to open the door.
It would not, but for the purpose of the situation here, well, let me think of, no, it wouldn't work. So just give me, I suppose, just a mechanic roll, essentially, because you're going to have to open this manually until you reset everything. Mechanic, dexterity, also.
And dexterity. That is a 9.
Okay, perfect. Yep, you managed to get it open. As that is happening, Atten, you're flying over. Can I get a recon test, please?
Certainly can.
Intellect.
Ooh, that could be dicey. Get it? Because I rolled dice. Recon. Oh, I have +1 in recon. That is a 9.
9?
Turns out you were right to be paranoid, but not in the way that you were thinking.
Big
No
shot.
one seems to be particularly poisoned, as you suspected. However, when you saw everyone come over, they could just kind of step into the shore. Now the water is lower than the shore.
the water's draining.
That
Is this
the
island
conclusion.
a living turtle?
Well, that would be amazing.
That would be where the fart came from too.
100%.
Definitely not. A turtle that size?
Hmm.
Are you
It would've blown us out of the
legitimately
water.
asking me? I can't answer that. You don't-
Is this a fucking giant turtle?
Not as far
Have
as
we?
you can tell.
Suddenly transferred into the Discworld TTRPG and are now on the back of a giant turtle through the universe.
What do you want to do, Steve?
My alpha see?
Water draining.
Water draining. You just hear me in the helicopter. The water's draining!
What?
Water! Not there!
Are you staying in the air and shouting this down at people? They can't hear you over a helicopter, bro.
Yeah, I thought you landed.
Alright,
Oh no, this is as you're going over, sorry.
Yeah. The water's going down!
Are you landing and saying this?
Yes, I'm landing. I'm
Okay.
landing.
Cool. You do that and you say that. Perfect. The water is in fact draining. You all know this now.
Oh.
Can I put some brains behind this situation and think back to my obsession with volcanoes from a childhood?
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Those things. Those things.
Yeah.
This
I
bitch
was-
does all erupt.
I was incredibly obsessed with volcanoes, being a space pirate.
Tracks, I believe
Yeah,
it.
right. Look, it does. It kind of tracks that I want to be on a planet. But like, does that seem like an indication that something's going on?
Maybe
No,
not
it's an
that,
indication
but
that
the
there's a
bubbles might be.
tsunami.
What happens when water hits lava?
Steam.
Steam.
Mm.
And depending on where it hits, pressurized steam.
Mm,
No
Mhm.
steam right now, but there are more bubbles. Lots
bubble,
more.
bubble, toilet, I roll.
Is the water heating up? Dip a toe.
How do you want to confirm that?
Oh well, obviously, if I get close enough, like you get close enough to boiling
that's
water.
That's why I'm asking you.
Is
Yeah,
it starting
okay.
to steam?
He just said no, not yet. It's bubbling.
Okay.
The smell would also get stronger if the mineral water is getting hotter. There'll be more gas released into the air, so we get more of that sulfur stink.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go back
It's
to
a
the
subtle
reporter.
drain that is happening. You see bubbles all around, lasts for about 90 seconds, and then it subsides.
I cut to a
To answer your
reporter.
question, is it hotter? Absolutely.
I turn to the team and I'm like, I fear we have more of a countdown than we expected. So, this might be an active volcano.
I don't want to be on here anymore.
I'm pretty sure
Hey,
that's
Mark?
what Colt told us.
What?
Active is different from erupting, which
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
be closer to the truth.
Yeah.
Marcus, how quickly can
Ye-
you get in?
He's
Uh,
already opened the door. Now, here's
opened the door,
where
I'm inside.
things get interesting. Cam, do you remember what I said as Apollonia, where she was doing her due diligence and doing all the things that she needs to do to make sure that the ship doesn't keel over and die in an important context? Do you remember me
Yeah.
saying something along those lines? So, Cam, Marcus, you would know that just as well as Apollonia does. This ship is fucked up. And the more tests you do, the more likely that you're going to not crash and burn in the middle of doing anything. That said, you're pretty sure you're on an erupting volcano.
As soon as Marcus gets inside and he starts like just trying to work on a few things and he notices more and more and more of how bad it is on the inside.
Yeah, it
All
looks
the others
terrible.
All the others outside can hear is, "Oh fuck me! For fuck! Why would you rip that out? What the fuck were you thinking? Bunch of donkeys!"
They're all suddenly turned into Marcus.
And then he calmly just pokes his head out and goes, "This might take a while." And then
Mark-
pokes his head back.
Marcus,
To be
Marcus,
clear-
before you go,
To be clear, it doesn't
Marcus.
have to take a while, Cam.
No,
It
yeah.
just maybe should, but again, volcano. So you need to make that
Marcus.
call. But yes, Octavia, go.
The
Marcus-
whole thing with the water, Marcus was inside the ship when it happened.
Oh,
so he has
right,
no
right.
idea what's
Okay.
going on
That's
there.
why-
Please,
This
we
might take
can't-
a while.
Marcus.
Yep.
This might take a while.
Wait.
He walks back
Marcus,
in.
Marcus, Marcus, the volcano is erupting. Marcus, can you put it together just to get us off the fucking volcano?
We just glide away.
We just need to
Far
get to
away.
another part of the planet. Marcus,
I poke my head out and go, "Fuck! Let me check the
And
fuel
we-
reserves."
All right,
And we
hang
all
on, hang
help.
on, hang on. If it was actually erupting right now, there'd be lava and shit. I don't see no lava and shit. There was bubbles, and there's a little bit of draining water. We might have time, sometime. I would rather, like, not die mid-flight, too.
We don't need to fly. We just need to glide with style to the ground.
It's a scout ship. It has no landing gear. If you don't... So,
Okay.
this is a Marcus decision, okay? The best thing that you could do for the ship is take a few hours to test stuff. That is what, according to the manual, you should do. You have no one with you that can tell you how long it will take before this gets very interesting.
I am going to take.
Does Marcus want to do with that information?
Marcus is going to go check the engine room
Uh-huh.
and the fuel reserves first,
Okay.
just to see if we have fuel, or B, if any component of the engines are together to try and at least try and get it started.
Okay.
After
You don't
that,
need to roll for that. Go ahead, finish your thought, and then I'll
Yeah.
answer the questions.
after that, he's going to quickly check the cockpit for the navigation system, because if he's going to be able to fly, he's going to want to know where everyone's going.
Understood?
And then he's going to quickly do a visual to make sure that the structural integrity of the ship is sound, so there's no like holes in the hull.
Okay. Now, I have a question. Does anyone have engineering of any kind that they can check on this? To kind of... Okay.
I have electronics.
Yeah, that's good for the front bit, not the back bit. Not for the engineering and power plant stuff, unfortunately.
Did
Okay.
Colt have engineering?
I think-
Or was
I
it
have-
just
yeah.
medicine? I know
I
you
get
do.
the feeling Colt
Yeah.
is AFK at the moment, so we'll
Yeah,
just...
he is.
I have- Engineering with M drive, so I know about I know about
Yeah, I
the
think it's
engine.
Lyra that has engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh,
Can
good.
we roll Lyra
So,
as an assist?
You don't need to. No, you cannot. But
Okay.
you. It was mostly just for flavor anyway. So the answer, Cam, is technically everything can run, but there are definitely bits and bobs all over the floor right now that you'd be leaving behind, potentially to be swallowed in lava. Number one. Number two, you've done absolutely no tests, so how well it will work, you have no idea. Will it function? Will it start? Yes. In fact, you could probably test the engine right now and it powers up. Everything seems to, quote unquote, work. But you definitely, here's what I will tell you. As soon as you turn it on, you do feel, and this is no matter where you are, on the floor, on the floor of the island or inside the ship, you feel this very distinct sound, like this vibration that just for a second just goes dung dung dung, like a car engine overturning, just this boom, 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 boom. And it's only for a couple of seconds, but then it resumes as normal.
It's quickly going to get all the parking tickets off the windscreen.
Yeah. Climb up there. Yeah.
Okay. Right, so I know it's going to start. I know it's relatively structurally sound. Now, from the sounds of the urgency, now I want to go try and see what parts are outside that we could probably not go without. So see if there's anything that doesn't make it to the ship. That's fine. We'll replace that later.
So, I think, just to be clear, Cam, I am not going to be able to answer that because it's a question for Marcus. Okay? So
Sure.
basically, I can tell you what's valuable, what's not valuable, right? The question is based on what you think is what Marcus thinks is happening versus his priorities for the ship functioning properly and not wanting to spend thousands of credits, and more importantly, safety of everyone else. What are his priorities? What's first on his agenda? Is it getting off this mountain, or is it making sure that the bomber is secure, or a combination of both? And if so, what's the combination?
Definitely.
Like, what's the priority list?
Definitely a combination of both. He wants to get the bomber out of there, and he wants to get his comrade out of there, but he doesn't want to risk the bomber blowing up and
Okay.
killing
here's
us
what
before it cracks.
here's what I'll say then. If you're worried about the volcano at this stage, you could just make a recon test for me with intellect.
Yep.
And see if you notice anything about the volcano, and maybe that will inform what he does next.
Yep. All right. That is a 7, so I'm going to burn 1 luck.
Okay.
Make it an 8. There we go.
Okay. At this stage, there is no discernible signs that you can see other than it's been... Sorry, let me just double check that this is true. That the lake, since you have started this about 10 minutes ago, has gone down about 10 centimeters. So there's definitely something happening.
Okay. Cool.
So since you landed, the water's probably drained about 20 centimeters at this point, just for context. Maybe more like 30, about half an hour.
Cool. Right. In that case, yeah, I'm gonna go poke my head back out and go, all right, I reckon this thing could get off. Might be a little sketchy, so we're gonna need a somewhat talented pilot at the front. I'm just gonna stare it at him.
So do you want to do tests of any kind, or are we just taking off?
I'm gonna coordinate with Hatton to do like a quick, like pre-flight checklist.
Me
go
and Kaka would be the best.
Yeah.
Kaka's going to look at this and he's going to go, what we have here is a situation where we don't know what will happen when we're up there. So the more thorough tests we do in test flight, the better off we will be.
I'm gonna just pat him on the back and go, "Hey, ain't no danger zone. Come on, we got this."
Okay, so got this meaning. Okay, so basically, it sounds like you're doing a test, but I don't know how thorough you're trying to be. So Cam, your call. How much time are you allotting?
I'm gonna allot probably half an hour to an hour pre-flight double check
Okay.
everything, and then see if we ignite the engines to see if it like lifts up and hovers and see how it reacts to that. And then if all goes well, get the fuck out.
Atten will ask Marcus for like inside info, like you know how every car has their things, like you just got to jiggle the keys a little to get it in drive. You need to really ram it. Like every car has that like kind of funny thing you need to do to get it to just right.
Oh yeah, I got a good
so
one.
I'll just relay
got a
with
good one.
Marcus like it's not going into drive. We need to. And he's like, oh yeah, just got to rattle it twice and kick the starter engine. And...
Actually, I got 2 funny quirks for this thing. This is good. So the first one, so you're trying to pull the lever from basically park to drive, and you go, it's not working. I literally just walk up and just whack it on the side. It just goes click.
As you do that, there's also a shower of sparks from up above. Just this that comes down.
This very much feels like the fucking Millennium Falcon in the stomach of the worm.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like that's the core fantasy we're doing right now.
I know, right?
We've got
It's crazy.
Chewbacca with you. Got to
also,
repair our ship.
Jack, when the bomber was in its good state, or decent state anyway, it was jump capable, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's a scout ship can go jump too. That's the whole point.
Oh, sweet. And I'll turn to Atten and go, oh, and when we eventually jump, when you put in the coordinates, add 1 decimal to it. Otherwise, you're going to show up randomly anywhere.
Okay, so do you have engineering, Marcus? I can't remember.
I do.
Okay.
I have a 0.
All right, give me engineer education and standby. Okay, all good. Yeah, and for Atten, give me a pilot test with a boon die dexterity, please. Actually, this would be intellect for once, because we're basically going off instinct to see what's happening when where.
Thank Christ you gave me that boon die. Because I rolled a 1.
Hell yeah. I got another. Yeah, I got another
a
9.
10.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Here
so
we-
as you do all of that, I'm gonna assume it's an hour rather than half an hour. Is that correct, Cam? Just because I need to know.
Yeah, I said
Okay,
I said half an hour to an hour.
that's why
So-
I'm asking. So is it closer to an hour
Yeah.
or closer to half an hour?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably closer to an hour by
Okay,
the time everything gets sorted and done.
That means that you guys can, at the very least, scooch through, grab what is needed to be grabbed, etc. And Marcus, you got above an 8 for this?
Yes, I got another 9.
A 9. Okay, and Atten, you got
A 10.
10. Okay. Can I get... Who's got the lowest luck between you?
I have 3.
So yeah, be Cam.
All right, Cam, roll a die. 3 or under, please.
Oh goddamn, I got a 3.
Okay. So, with that, unexpectedly, you manage to turn the key in just the right way, and the bomber is shaky as it begins to... And as it begins doing the last of its tests and lands back down, and the rest of you make your way in, you feel a tremor underneath. And then you hear, rather than see, an eruption. And as the volcano begins to erupt, you feel pretty darn confident looking at the ship as is. Marcus, it's purring, almost, like it's ready to go. But you hear, on the radio. This is Alan Green to the B2. Alan Green to the B2. Or can you read me?
Yep, Alan, this is the B2.
What the hell is going on the mountain? And that's where we're going to finish for today.
God damn.
Because there's stuff to be done. So, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We're going to leave it there, and we will be back next week. It won't be long before we finally wrap things up for Season 1 of The Bomber. We're 2 more weeks at the most, and then we'll be taking a little hiatus for approximately a month, where there'll be more TTRPG shenanigans, but not necessarily with all of these crew, but whoever wants to do it. And yeah, all of that stuff. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. We appreciate it. And as always, know that people can like you exactly as you are and that you matter. We will see you next time. Same bat time, same bat channel on Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. AEST. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you then. Say bye, guys.
Love you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Right.